Howdy folks, welcome to 86, episode 86. We're gonna, I think this is that part of the Switch? What, it looks bent, doesn't it? Is it just me? That doesn't look like it's part of the Switch. I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure, didn't we put a piece of track at the end of this and then connect it to that? I don't know why it looks, oh, it looks, yeah, it is bent because that's the, duh. Because that's the Switch. I'm such a genius. All right. Now it's not bent magically. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I think the trick we're going to have here is getting some track onto that and surviving that incessant Morse code. Okay. Yeah, well, the trick we're going to have is getting this track, and I think we're just going to go in small segments. Because I think if we try to go in larger segments, it's just gonna end up being a problem. And I think what we need to do is from like this point, we need to start. There's a gap up there. You know what I mean? Here, I'll show you what I mean. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's smooth. It kind of, yeah, it does look like it's smooth, doesn't it? It didn't look like it from there because of the shading on this, I think. But let's get rid of these two. What are you doing, Vespa? Let's get rid of that. Was there something in the air? Or no, that was just my... Okay, that was just the yellow thing. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. And then we're going to get rid of a couple of these things, too. Because we're going to have... Our track is going to come through this way. So yeah, let's see what we've got here. If we bring a track, and I think the 1 meter won't, no matter what we do, I don't think the 1 meter will actually, I think we've tried that before. Okay, so will it come out of there? Let's see, I don't want it to go too drastic. So let's see if we can get it to come like this. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks pretty smooth. Okay. That's fine. Alright, and then let's get some of this cleared out here before we lay down our track. Just so that we don't have this stuff destroying our train from underneath that we can't see, you know? See, there's two of them. Nice. Let's see here. That's going to come through here. So the track is going to go through Rock Ridge. Splendid, splendid. Okay. Okay. And then, see, I think we need to move some of this stuff. We're going to move this thing and this thing. Because, see, I think... Yeah, let's just get rid of these. Because this is curving too much. So we'll try coming down from the top instead of going up. I like the random cactus, the one cactus. Just in the middle there. Here, let's get rid of these. I thought about doing starting on Pine Valley, and I'm like, I remember that Pine Valley just had like a zillion trees. And you spend like hours just clearing trees. Okay, so we're going to try this low ballast. Let's see how we do. See, if we come this way, then we should be able to just connect that. I think it'll just connect. So let's see. There it was. It was right there. But let's see if it'll connect to the switch, actually. And remember, if we go like this, will it do it? It won't do it. Okay. We'll have to try the 5 meter. Let's get rid of these. And we'll try the 5 meter track. And we'll see if we can get this to connect. Track with 5 meter. See what it does here. It doesn't want to. Okay, and what if we do this? So it's totally fine until we get to like an inch from it. There we go. Okay, we got it. Awesome. If you insist. Okay. I kind of want to leave that there. I mean, they are out of the way, technically. Right? I don't think they'll interfere. I think they'll be fine. Okay. So I think we got that. And then we need to get our... let's make sure we've got everything cleared there, too. We did clear it all. Okay, and the other thing we need to do is go over to this other segment and clean that up where we took the switch off. We could probably just put... Here. I don't know if we want to put a siding on there or not. Let's see what else we have here. See, this is even climbing here, so we're going to get rid of that. I mean, we could just get rid of the switch and put in a segment of track there. Probably even... Nah, I don't want to mess that up. So let's just go like this. Yeah, I'm really tempted to put something in there, but because that is somewhat central to our place. What are you doing, Vespa? Map is what I'm looking for. What? She wants to guest. She wants to guest engineer. All right. We need to get. Whoops. We need to get the other cars, and the other cars were, yeah, they're over here. So is there? What's the shortest way there? I think it's through this, and then down here, and then this. See, this doesn't connect. It would be really nice to do this both of these directions too. We might have to do that. And then, because we need to get, what is it we have here? Yeah, we need to fill that up. So we need to bring however many cars of lumber and whatchamacallit. Now, how much do we have of that? Huh. Oh, that's right, because we got totally ruined on the output, didn't we? Because we took only... Yeah, we took only lumber and it just kept refilling everything until it ran out. Well, that sucks. And these are the tank cars? Oh, those are the oil tank cars. Okay. Stake flat cars. I think that's what we need to do, is we need to go get the stake flat cars. So we can do those, and then we can bring those back up this way. Yeah, I really think we should build... Where is our... nearest? We've got a thingy over here. Let's go to this one. This goofy thing climbing on my hands. Alright. She has the cutest trill though. Alright. The purring meow. I love the purring meow. That sound. I love that sound. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can just convert this to a three-way switch. Because who doesn't want to have a three-way? Switch. All right. Let's go like... I think I chose the one without the... No, I did choose the one with the... Okay. Yeah, it does have the ballast. Okay, cool. And then we're going to go out this way. If we can. We'll see what it looks like over here. Because basically we just want to connect in to here somewhere. So it's going to be over... Yeah, so somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. And what about... No, that isn't a switch there. Okay. Yeah, it'll be somewhere out here. So let's find a left switch with ballast. Let's lay a left switch over here. That looks good. All right, and then we'll just disconnect these two. I guess the one. And then we're going to put in our rail track. Let's go back this way first. Ooh, it's even going to let me do that without cheating. Nice. And then this one. And I didn't see any obstacles on the way there. And then this one goes all the way to here. Nice. Okay. Cool. I don't see anything that's going to knock us off the track. So we're going to see if we can connect this in one go. It would be really cool if we can get around this and then connect it. Can we do that? Where is it? It's over there. Yeah, I want to go underneath this. I want to cut as close as I can to this. I want to go really close to that. I think that's cool. That's the fun of these giant rocks, right? All right. And there we go. Nice. I like how once I figure out the trick, then it suddenly lets me connect everything. And I think that's all we needed to do to connect these. And then we can get over here. We just need to... get these, and this, and that. There we go. I think that might be the last of them. Let's see. Was there a rock down by the end of this? No, I guess not. Okay, cool. So it looks like we can go through there. We're going to have to flip that switch. But let's get... Do we have an engine over here even? Because I know we left cars over here, but I don't think we left an engine over here. Did we leave one over by the refinery? Yeah, we did. Oh, that's just a porter. I'm not going to use a porter. It'll take an hour. There's our class 125. Let's go grab that thing. Let's go do that, because then we can grab these other... we can grab these other cars, too. These ones here. So let's get our class 125. Where is it? Is that over on this track? Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, that's these. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to grab some coal. I missed. I like how I missed by like a pixel, and so now it's... So it just throws them into a black hole. All right. Let's see. If I have 6535, 6520, what if I do this? Where does it go? Yeah, it does. It just goes into a black hole. Okay. All right. So we're going to go... Let's see. Let's check the brakes on these two. 0%. 0%. Cool. I think we're actually good to... We're good to just... We're going to do that, and then we're going to back up into this. Make sure these are not... The brakes are not braked. Brake 100%. 0%. Okay, cool. Let's go like this. Is there any other cars over here that we want to bring back with us? It's just the oil cars, right? Oh, there are a couple more, aren't there? There's like 2 more. Why don't we use the porter to do that? Let's go like this. There we go. Okay, so we're going to disconnect this. Enter the porter. I mean, I do like that these are here reverser. I do like that on these they do let it be you know, stay hot. I mean that the boiler pressure doesn't go away. So, you know, there's at least that. Because if the boiler pressure went away, it would really suck, wouldn't it? You gotta wait. I think Heist was saying it takes like 12 hours or whatever it is for the thing to heat up. IRL. It's like, yeah. I don't think I want to wait that long. Okay, so we're gonna come back this way. And then this way. Yep. And then we're gonna smash those into there. Okay, cool. Forward. Bring these over. So we should be able to get all of our cars together over there. And I think what we're going to do is, because we got robbed on the logs, so I'm not going to actually make a log run. We're just going to take all the cars, these cars that we have. I'm going to go into the save and fill up the sawmill, because we got cheated on those. There we go. Somebody must have their brakes on. All right, let's take the brakes off these. I can't walk through it. I'm getting stuck. I'm colliding on things. I think that came back up from 0. Let's see. It felt like it came back up. No, it didn't. Okay. Enter vehicle. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. Almost there. We're going to lose pressure. I mean, we are losing pressure, but yeah, you know what I mean. But it's almost heated up. So by the time... that's usually how it works. If you jump in a porter or whatever, an engine, you throw fuel in it and you start driving it, it'll lose pressure, but then it'll heat up at about the time that you start running out of pressure. It'll heat back up to temperature. Okay. And we're going to need to push this past a little bit past the switch. There we go. Okay. There. Back up a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then we can probably even do this here. Let's go like this. Brake. Reverser. Okay. So those will go do their thing. Those will go connect. We can get this out of the way. Let's get that one. No, that one. That's where we want to go. Okay, are we going less than 5? We're not going less than 5. Let's slow this down to 5. Alright, there we go. We're done. Whee! We can go back to this one. We'll just let that do its thing. Alright, let's go forward. And let's turn this switch here. There we go. I'm just hoping that that doesn't bounce off and roll or whatever, but I don't think it will. Okay. Reverser. And let's make sure our switches are set. That's the one. Okay. Cool. Let's go. All right. Let's go like this so we can see where our... I love the dynamic shadows. There we go. Still got to brake a little bit more when we get there. There we go. There we go. Perfect. We'll let it coast into it. And then we can apply power. Alright, cool. So let's check where we're going here. Make sure that our switches all are set the way we want them to be. Do we want to go this way? And then come around this way? Yeah, because we're backing up, aren't we? Oh, that's going to leave us going this way. Okay, so we do want to come around this way. Oh, no, that's not going to work either, is it? Okay. So we're going to come this way, and then we'll just turn around at some point. We'll figure it out. We'll just have to go around the loop. So we're going to go this way, and then through this switch. And then once we get here, we're just going to go forward this way, and then we can back up into these. And those are going to be over here. Because those are the logging flat cars. Those are the stake. Yep. Okay, cool. We should be able to go a lot faster than this. There we go. Got used to pulling those giant cars. It goes so much slower. See, I think we can even get a little bit... Whoops. There we are. Get another 1 or 2 oomph out of it. And remember, 1 oomph is 1.606 kf. Thanks for your help, Vespa. Okay. And then we're going to bring those... Yeah, we'll probably even come back this way, or... Yeah, we'll figure out which way we want to go to get to the... thingy. She's talking to her babies. Babies are play fighting. Squealing at each other and stuff, and she wants to go referee. Sure, you're in, you want out, you're out, you want in. I want to go wander and look for boys. Alright. So we're going to come past this switch and then we're going to go forward. It's just such a big turnaround, isn't it? It's such a big loop for just reversing the direction. Feels like a whole lot of effort just to do that, just to accomplish that. Okay, that's going to be there. Alright. It's not that bad. I've had worse. You liar! Come on, you pansy! Have at you! Okay. I don't even want to know what the auto translator thing is going to do with those. Okay, we're going to go forward. Alright. I don't even remember what they call it. It's not auto translate. What do they call it? Am I good on fuel and water and everything? Is it so quiet? Because, oh, because we got used to using the other engine that's like, that you can hear from all the cars away. See, this one is like silent from 6 cars away. There we go. I think we can handle this. I think we got this. I tried to tempt Murphy, but didn't work. Okay, so we'll get this past the switch, and then we should be able to hook all those up. And we might have to back that up again. You know, I should have gone the other way. Because then I could have just backed. I could have gone past it and then backed in. What was I thinking? All right. Would you stop? Okay. Reverser. All right. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's trying to crawl into my robe. They love sitting inside. Cats just love this robe because it's all soft and furry. They're like, you have the softest fur. I want to hang out with you. I want to party with you, cowboy. That thing you did with the cow. Okay. I haven't watched Stripes in a long time, and I watched it a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't tell you what was going to happen in 10 seconds, but like as soon as they were about to say something, I knew exactly what he was going to say. I was like quoting all the lines as they were saying them, but I couldn't tell you 2 seconds before that. You know, it was like all of a sudden it was coming to me right as they were saying it, almost like deja vu. You know. I had just enough, oh yeah, I remember this now, you know, the whole exchange. All right. I mean, I know a lot of quotes from that movie, but that was interesting. The forward print. Okay, so where do we want to go from here? I think we're pretty much gonna, we can push. Well, we can come back here and then we can go up this. To the, yeah, we can do that. We can just back up to there and then come through. Okay, so that one is going to go that way. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so reverser, let's do it. See, we even already have a couple beams. The thing that I don't like about the loading and unloading on this is, and especially the loading, is that you're just waiting for it. You're just kind of watching. You're not a participant, you're an observer. Really wish they would do something. I know they're not going to, but if I had a wish list of things for this, the loading being more interesting, either faster or a lot more interesting. Because the way it is, it's too, like I said, it's not even a function of like boring or whatever, or being impatient or that kind of thing. It's not a matter of it's taking too long. It's that I'm not doing anything during that time when it's loading. I'm just sitting there for like 30 seconds going 30, 29, 20, you know what I mean? You're like just sitting there waiting for something else, you know? I don't play games so I can watch somebody else or whatever, you know? Waiting for something to happen. Alright. It's not even, that's the thing, is it's not even somebody else. They're not, it's not like it's entertaining or whatever. It's just a pre-programmed sequence of the thing that happens. Okay. I tried to use the whistle and I looked up instead. Alright. I think we're good at this intersection. So that's going to be it for episode 86. Join me in episode 87. We'll go over to the... I love those shadows. We'll go over to the whatchamacallit and do the thingy with the what's-its and the who's-its and the thingamabobs. And then we'll put the stuff on the wagons. Oh, wait, no, somebody actually does use wagons for that. I can't use that. That's not quite wrong. Anyway, we'll load them up. We'll load up all the wood products from the sawmill, and yeah, so join me in episode 87, and we'll see you then. Later.